49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, it's the final week of regular season football, and we have the big game highlights. We'll see Riordan and Serra play for the West Catholic League title, East Bay League action with rivals Livermore and Granada, and the Bruce Mahoney game as St. Ignatius battles Sacred Heart Cathedral.
Action from the flag football playoffs has Granada and Lomas in the semifinals. We have the NCS Division I title game in volleyball and the story of the Cal High flag football star and the loss of her biggest fan. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. I hope you're ready for a great schedule of games this week. Not only do we have section title games in flag football, but lots of meaningful games in tackle football, some rivalry games, some league title games, and some that were both. And that was the case in Danville, where arch rivals San Ramon Valley and Monte Vista were two of the four East Bay League teams hoping for at least a share of the league title coming into this final week.
That's right, the two schools with a long history of great games, including the season finale in 2002 when D1 quarterback Sam Keller and Kyle Wright faced off in an all-time classic won by the Mustangs that time, 38-34. The rivals meeting again with the league title on the line at San Ramon Valley Friday night.
Here come the San Ramon Valley Wolves as they host crosstown rival Monte Vista. The Wolves on the board first in the first. Cole Dawes fires over the middle to Max Leandro, and Max is in for the touchdown. The point after is good, and it's 7-0 SRV after one. Second quarter now. Cole Dawes fires, and it's Max Leandro again. Max breaks a tackle, and he is in once again for another SRV touchdown as the Wolves take a 14-0 lead. Monte Vista on the board later in the quarter as Ben Kerrigan drills a 41-yard field goal through the uprights. It's 14-3 San Ramon Valley. But the Wolves come right back. Cole Dawes takes a snap. Cole elects to keep it. Cole to the end zone. Touchdown San Ramon Valley. The point after is good, and it's 21-3 SRV at halftime. The Wolves looking to put it away in the second half. Give the ball to Cole Eichton, and he is in for another SRV touchdown. It's 28-3 San Ramon Valley. Monte Vista answers right back. Ian Ondrzejczak rolls to his right and finds a wide open Grant Mena. Grant down the sideline, and he is gone! 61 yards to the house, but not enough as San Ramon Valley wins the Battle of Danville and a share of the East Bay Mountain League title. Cole Dawes with 3 total touchdowns for the Wolves.
Senior night at Willow Glen High, and the league title is on the line between the Rams and Sobrato. Starting things off with the very first play from scrimmage for Sobrato. 1st and 10 from the 8, Braden Hayes under center, heaves it downfield, and Jacob Sorrentino is there on the receiving end. No one is going to stop Jacob on his way in for 6. It's a 92-yard score. That would be the only snap of the first quarter for Sobrato. Willow Glen does get in the end zone before the end of the first. Joey Sweeney bullies his way 7 yards in the end zone. It's 7-6 Willow Glen with the point after. Second quarter, 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. Hughes, the southpaw, once again sees an open Sorrentino. That ball is right in the breadbasket. Deja vu. This time the Hughes-Sorrentino connection goes 88 yards. It's 12-7 Bulldogs at the half. Third quarter, 4th down for Sobrato. Jose Sanchez comes up with a big sack for the Rams. The Bulldogs turn it over on downs. Very next snap, Aiden Akery hands it off to Stephen Young, turning into Steve Young. It's a halfback pass. Gavin Ferraro makes the catch and gets past everyone. Willow Glen with the big play, and with a 2-point conversion, it's 15-12 Rams. Willow Glen goes up by 2 scores before the end of the quarter with this Chris Amon rushing touchdown. Sobrato would score once more, but great time management seals the 23-18 Willow Glen victory, and the Rams win the Santa Teresa Valley League Championship, finishing undefeated in league, 8-2 on the year.
The undefeated Los Lomas Knights hosting Granada in this NCS semifinal game. Los Lomas driving early, but a big play here by Giselle Badia, who gets one of her 3 sacks in the game. First possession for Granada, Katie Vale escapes the pressure, fires over the middle, and a nice catch in traffic by Caitlin Wen-Scherzer for a first down. Same drive, second quarter, Vale looking, rolling out and wide open in the end zone is Bellamy Black, and the freshman is fired up, 7-0 Matadors. Las Lomas comes right back, and look at the catch here by Hannah Shank, who tips it, and then a one-hand grab, and the sophomore hauls it in. Later same drive, Maggie Kruger avoids a tackle and reaches in for the Knights' touchdown. We're tied at 7-all. Granada driving with time winding down in the second. Vale rolling out, and the lefty goes over the middle to Liv Lenica, who takes the hit and hangs on. The penalty moves Granada ahead as Vale rolls out with a third down pass in heavy traffic to Marin Lenica, the senior, with a clutch grab, and the Mats have a 13-7 halftime lead. And that's how it stayed. Las Lomas deep in their own end with time running out, not nearly enough, as Granada gets the upset, handing the Knights their first loss of the season. Granada to meet San Ramon Valley in the final game. Highlights of that one coming up later on in the show.
It's the NCS Division I Championship. Top-seeded Monte Vista hosting the third-seed Carondelet in the thriller. Mustangs get ahead in the first set. Dia Matthews sets to Brooklyn Hogue for the kill. Stangs takes set 1, 25-21. The Cougars pounce back in the second. Isabella Virtudes passes to Ava Van Petegem, sending a vicious hit to the Stangs. Carondelet takes set 2, 25-21. Carondelet gets to a 10-point lead in the third set, mainly to their resilience. Van Petegem sends a hit over the net. Ball's in the air, and here comes Geneva Spangler putting a roof over Monte Vista. Cougs take the set 25-15. Maya Alster hurries to save the ball. Sophie Highland gets it over. Back to the Cougs, but Kira Silvestri says, "I've had enough." Cougs up 23-18. But here come the Mustangs going on a run. Tied at 23. Matthews sets to Kennedy White. Boom! The MV crowd is hyped. Set point for the Stangs when Scarlett Darmstead sends this game to set 5. This is championship volleyball. Then it's Matthews setting to White, who finds the gap. Mustangs will get to a 14-11 lead until the Cougs make a run to get to match point. Silvestri, Van Petegem, unreturnable! And that will do it. Carondelet wins this instant classic and are crowned NCS D1 champs. Van Petegem with 29 kills.
The Rikus Center brings us the Players of the Week each week. Scan this QR code now to vote for next week's top athletes.
The winners announced in a wrap produced by the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
James the Spitter, 49ers Cow High. These are your Gary Rikus Players of the Week. Rikus Center. Jaden Jefferson, moving like a veteran. Name one running back he ain't better than. Breaking tackles when he's running down the middle of the field. He's putting up numbers, it's a big deal. 163 yards on 7 carries. Better watch out cause the Spartans looking scary. 3 TDs, that's total domination. North Carolina is his college destination. Bianca Covarrubias, repping for the Panthers. You call her name and you know she's gonna answer. Terrific passer, a quality she mastered. And this is just the beginning of the chapter. 282 with 3 TDs. Putting on the show, must-see TV. So come check out this high school presentation. It's safe to say you got a star in the making. James the Spitter, 49ers Cow High. These are your Gary Rikus Players of the Week. Rikus Center.
Hi, I'm 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk. Each week, 49ers Flag and 49ers Prep, presented by U.S. Bank, honor local high school coaches with the Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week Award. These coaches show leadership on the field and make a lasting impact in their communities. Each winner receives a $1,000 grant from the 49ers Foundation and will be recognized in a pregame on-field ceremony. Here's Robert and Aubrey with this week's honorees.
Thanks, Juice. This week's award goes to Homestead head football coach Sean Hook. The Homestead Mustangs shut out Saratoga on senior night. The Mustangs defense set the tone early, playing a major role in the team's 6th win of the year. For his leadership and team success, Coach Hook will receive a grant from the 49ers Foundation. Congratulations to Coach Sean Hook, this week's 49ers Prep presented by U.S. Bank Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week. Coming up, our Mancini Sleeper Roll dream matchup is Riordan and Serra play for the West Catholic League title.
And Oakland tries to topple mighty McClymonds for the Oakland League title next.
At Bellarmine, athletics isn't just competition, it's tradition. With 40% of our coaches and both our athletic directors being alumni, this place is more than a school. It's home. They've lived the grind, worn the jersey, and felt the pride, and now they're giving back by building the same experience to the next generation of Bells. They return because they believe in what Bellarmine gave them, and they're here to pass it on. Bellarmine Athletics. Be a part of the tradition.
This is Jess. Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zerata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interests. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zerata, because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
What's the easiest way to put a spring back in your step? Finding the perfect mattress at Mancini Sleep World. We've got you covered with our Rest Easy promise. We're so sure you'll love your mattress that we offer a 365-night comfort guarantee. 1 year to make sure your mattress is delivering the comfort you deserve. We guarantee the best price with free next-day delivery with top brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $29 a month. Feel the beat of better sleep with
Mancini Sleep World. Rest easy.
Mancini Sleep World brings us a dream matchup every week. The big game this week features the top two teams in the West Catholic League. Riordan with a perfect league and regular season record, undefeated on the year.
Yeah, this is one everybody's been waiting for. The Serra Padres are battle-tested with lots of games against top teams from all around the state. The Padres also undefeated in league. The league title on the line in our Mancini Sleep World dream matchup. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Mancini Sleep World. Rest easy.
Well, the last time the Riordan Crusaders last won the West Catholic League title was all the way back in 2000. Finally, after 25 long years, the Crusaders find themselves just one win away from securing the league title. Riordan features Vanderbilt-bound senior Michael Mitchell Jr. Michael has thrown for over 2,600 passing yards this season and 54 total touchdowns. Standing in the way of the Crusaders are the Serra Padres. The Padres look to control the running game with Isaiah Singleton. Isaiah has 719 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns on the year. Who will take home the West Catholic League title on the final week of the regular season? Let's find out in our Mancini's dream matchup. Serra on the board first, give the rock to Isaiah Singleton, and Isaiah spins his way into the end zone, 7-0 Padres. The Crusaders looking to answer back later in the quarter, but the pass is intercepted by Aiden Labrador, still 7-0 Serra Padres after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Singleton with the carry again, and Isaiah finds pay dirt for the second time in the first half. The point after is good, and it's 14-0 Padres. But here come the Crusaders. Adonye Brown dives into the end zone, 14-7 Serra Padres at halftime. Riordan would force a Serra turnover on down to start the second half, then hand it to Adonye Brown again. Adonye up the middle. Adonye Brown still going. Touchdown Crusaders. What a run from Adonye Brown to tie the game at 14. The Crusaders force another Serra turnover on downs. Then Michael Mitchell Jr. throws it to the end zone, and it is caught by Sinai Thomas as Riordan takes a 21-14 lead. The Padres answer back, give it to Isaiah Singleton again, and Isaiah fights his way into the end zone for his third TD of the game as Serra ties the game at 21. Riordan comes right back. Mitchell Jr. takes a snap, gets the throw off before getting sacked to Adonye Brown. Adonye Brown down the sideline, 40 yards to the house as the Crusaders take the lead 28-21 after 3. Serra ties the game again in the fourth. Will Orr heaves it deep, and it is caught for a touchdown by Charlie Walsh. A 36-yard touchdown for the Padres, and we are all even at 28. But Riordan regains the lead for good. Michael Mitchell Jr. with the pass to Sinai Thomas. A little shake and bake from Sinai. Then Sinai goes to the far sideline, and he is G-O-N-E, gone! 61 yards to the promised land, 35-28 Riordan. Then after another Serra turnover on downs, here's Brown up the middle. Adonai Brown, have a game, young fella. His 4th touchdown of the game as Riordan wins the West Catholic League title for the first time since 2000. Here's Adonai Brown after the game.
Sorry. It's just special. I love this team. I love everybody on this team. I just want to make it fun.
In San Mateo with the Mancini's dream matchup, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
It's a showdown in Oaktown as McClymonds hosts Oakland. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. The Warriors are driving midway through the first. Burrell Staples dropping back and tosses a dime to Jesse King Jr. for the opening drive TD. PT no good, 6-0 Mac after 1. Mac near midfield as Dominic Davis gets the handoff, splitting defenders on his way to a 30-yard run. Davis would punch it in a few plays later to make it 12-0 Mac. On the ensuing kickoff, Jermaine Benson fields the ball in his own end zone, avoids a pile of Warriors, cuts upfield, escaping tackle after tackle, has a lead blocker in front of him and takes it 103 yards to the house in Saint Germain. Oakland cuts the lead 12-6 at the half. But that was all the scoring for the Wildcats, while the Warriors scored 27 unanswered points. Staples calls his number to score from 7 yards out. Then watch as Davis makes this incredible run, avoiding defenders. Watch him make this man miss. Then another one. And it's tackled, but he's in the end zone. 250 yards on the ground for Davis. Mac goes on to win 39-6. The Warriors take first place in the Oakland League.
It's a battle of the Panthers for the CCS D3 title as Priory battles presentation. Prez looking to strike first, but Gray Daniels intercepts the pass, and that's a great way to start on D for Priory. A pick 6 for Gray, 6-0 Priory, but Prez responds back later in the quarter with Eve Bankston taking the jet sweep, and Bankston is loose down the far sideline for 6. Tack on the try after, and it's 7-6 Prez after 1. Prez looking to extend its lead in the second quarter, but Sophia Long picks off the pass. She's long gone. 2 INTs return to the house for Priory. It's 13-7 Priory at the half. Presentation looking to make some noise in the fourth quarter. Covarrubias looking downfield, delivers a back shoulder dime to Ella Claverin, and Ella reaches the ball over the goal line for 6. Plus the try after, it's 14-13 Prez. Back and forth we go. This is Gabby Wickham on 4th and goal, taking a shot to the end zone, and Sasha Johnson wins the 50-50 ball in the end zone for a Priory touchdown. Tack on 2, it's 21-14. And you know Prez will respond. Covarrubias delivers a check down pass to Claverin, and the speedy sophomore is weaving her way into the end zone to make this a 1-point game. Prez would look to tie the game on the try after, but the pass falls incomplete as Woodside Priory makes history, winning the first ever CCS Division III title in flag football, beating Prez 21-20.
Diamond Training and Development helps athletes reach the Diamond Standard. Each week we profile an athlete meeting that standard at their school.
Our Diamond Training and Development Diamond Standard athlete this week is Kayla Atude from the Milpitas flag football team. Kayla serves as the sophomore class vice president, where she helps lead a dedicated team of class officers to create a positive and competitive school culture through creative projects, vibrant campus decorations, and spirited class events. Kayla Atude is this week's Diamond Training and Development Diamond Standard.
D-Line Constructors brings us the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Defensive Play is Lauren Mazzetti's huge play for the Sacred Heart Prep Gators, tipping the pass, getting the interception, and running it in for 6 in the Gators' big win last week. Lauren Mazzetti with the D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
If you're not already following us on social media, now is the time. Find us on Instagram and on YouTube at 49ers Cal High.
Thanks to everyone who supports our show by subscribing to our YouTube channel with exclusive highlights and features. You'll find it all at 49ers Cal High.
Coming up, first place on the line in the East Bay League Valley Division with rivals Livermore and Granada.
And CCS volleyball playoff action is next, but first, here is our U.S. Bank Bay Area flag football poll.
Off season? Nah, this is level up season. At Diamond Training and Development, it's all baseball and softball all year. Faster hands, bigger hits, harder throws, no excuses, just work. You want that starting spot, that college scout's attention? Show them what you did when nobody was watching. and Diamond Training and Development. Off-season is on.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
time. Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
You didn't choose a European car for average performance, so don't settle for average service. At Euro Clinic, we specialize in Audi, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and other marques, delivering expert maintenance and a refined experience. Valet pickup, exotic towing, a private lounge, meticulous service with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. Euro Clinic, Silicon Valley's choice for European and exotic care, where performance meets premium service.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, man, it was one of the greatest days of my life. But that day was ruined by accusations that my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs.
Eggs are delicious. Great protein.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer.
Yeah, the man does bake.
You know, football is not a ploy to sell
Food! When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
On the field, teamwork makes the difference. Off the field, it's no different with the San Jose Police Department. A major reason why the city of San Jose is the safest large city in the nation.
I played high school football here in the Bay Area. Now I serve the community with SJPD. The rewards are beyond a great salary and benefits. It's about making a real impact.
Be a part of one of the top police departments in the nation. Protect, serve, inspire. Join the San Jose Police Department today.
The battle for Livermore will decide the East Bay League Valley Division title this season. The Livermore Cowboys are undefeated in league. A win for the Cowboys gives them the outright league title.
Looking to ruin the Cowboys' rodeo is Livermore rival Granada. The Matadors with one league loss and looking to take the league title with a win at Livermore Friday night.
Giddy up, here come those Cowboys getting set to battle Granada, and Mateo Lorti was on fire early as the senior gunslinger takes a shot in the back of the end zone and finds A.J. Carey. Did he get a foot down? The official says yes. Touchdown with the 2-point try. It's 8-0 Cowboys after one. Granada looking to storm back in the second, but Damian Espinoza strips the ball and Nolan Armanino falls on top of the rock. A huge play for the Cowboys D. Then later in the half, it's Lorti finding his go-to receiver, A.J. Carey, and this guy is tough to defend and tough to bring down as A.J.'s reaching the ball over the goal line. Is he in? The refs say yes. Touchdown. PAT good. 15-zip Cowboys at the half. Third quarter, Mats look to make this a one-possession game as Skylar Stewart takes the carry and bursts up the middle for a Granada touchdown. 15-7 Livermore after 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, Granada on the move with over 6 minutes left. This is Ben Warner who fakes the handoff and slings his pass out to Cody Phillips, and Cody rumbles his way into the red zone. A few plays later on the direct snap, it's Phillips punching it in for 6, 2-point ball game. Granada decides to go for 2, but the Cowboys say access denied. A huge play there. Livermore would run out the clock as the Cowboys win the East Bay League Valley Division title for the first time since 1993, beating their crosstown rivals 15-13.
2-seed Monte Vista taking on 1-seed Aragon in the D2 finals. Aragon out to an early lead in the first. Here's Amelia Kunkel expanding the lead with a block sent point for Aragon. Sarahi Babili to Kylie Mark to Tracy He, and MV forces extra points. The Dons with a chance to win it. Kunkel to Devin Lee, and she sends this one over the net. A miscommunication on the other end. 28-26 Aragon in the first. Dons trail in the second. Poppy McKenzie to Gabrielle Zhao, who sets for Kunkel, and Amelia gets the kill. 24-22 Aragon. Matadors look to keep it alive, but Kunkel meets the ball at the net, and Aragon is one set away from a CCS championship. Monte Vista not going down without a fight. Chloe Chen off the mark set. and the blockers can't keep it in. Matadors win the set 25-23. MV keeps the momentum rolling in the fourth. Josh and Zoe gets the block, 14-5 Mats. Sosifina Totola receives, Lee sets, and Mackenzie delivers. Dons cut it to a 4-point deficit, and the fans are loving it. Aragon with a chance to tie it after being down 9. Totola with a diving dig. Zhao keeps it alive, and Kunkel goes up for a rocket. Money, we're tied at 20, match point. Mackenzie and Tolia Fall go up for the block and get it. Aragon comes back in set 4 to win the CCS D2 title after pulling off a reverse sweep in the semifinals. Lee with 27 assists.
The Cal Hope Courage Award brings us stories of athletes overcoming adversity to succeed in school and in sports.
It's been an exciting year for girls flag football across the Bay Area, but for one player at California High School, the game has become something much deeper. Flag football is the newest sanctioned sport in the state, and the girls at California High School play it right. On a team full of superstars, senior Janie Trottier shines. Fast, aggressive, and fearless.
Are you ready? She's a huge part of our defense. She's a leader on and off the field. Tremendous athleticism, height, attacks the ball, plays with passion. That's what makes her stand out.
7, Carissa.
I've played like every sport to ever exist, and I don't think I've ever had so much fun, and just the team environment and like everyone's so excited that it really gets me excited.
Teammates follow her energy and coaches lean on her leadership.
Shucks. There she goes.
Janie says her dad Arno would feed her competitive nature.
If I get a big hit or something, he would always reward me for it. So he definitely made me as competitive as I am.
What were the types of rewards you were getting?
Knock a girl down for $10. I grabbed your butt too hard.
When Janie was a freshman, her dad was diagnosed with melanoma, skin cancer, just above his ear. Doctors fought, Arno fought, and Janie fought right by his side.
We're a very like strong family, and so I really struggled like showing him that I was sad, and so I just wanted to be really strong and like fight for him in every way I could. He would always tell me, I'll be here till your senior night, I'll be here till your senior night, I promise.
But Arno passed away this past June, right before the season started.
I just was happy he was out of his pain because he was so miserable.
He fought like a trooper, and I'll tell you, truly loved watching the Grizzlies and Janie.
When her season of grief began, it was this team, this school, and this sport that helped her take the first steps forward.
The biggest therapy I have in my life is flag football. Like, this is where I come every day, and I'm so thankful. Like, it really just clears my head. It just feels very like at home, almost like as if he was here whenever I'm on that field.
I've noticed she's more thoughtful. Pre-game, she's reflecting more. She's thinking about the absence of him a little bit. And if anything, she's enjoying every moment of every game in her senior year. And she just wants to go out there and make her dad proud with her play.
You know, she was dealt a really hard card, but she has to learn it's okay. We got this.
Even in loss, Janie has found strength, using her journey to remind others that healing doesn't always follow a playbook.
No one is able to tell you how you should feel. That's kind of what sucks, is there's no proper way to handle it. And so just however you're feeling, like every single day, just go with that, and that's okay. Like, you can feel however you need to just kind of work your way back to happiness.
Janie is finding strength in her loss and healing in the game they both loved. The Grizzlies won the East Bay League regular season and tournament title this year. This season for Janie has been all about connection and healing and carrying on her dad's spirit with every game.
Fantastic. She's doing a great job. All right, be sure to scan the QR code on the screen for more information on the Cal Hope Courage Award Scholarship Program.
Mayor West Credit Union honors teachers all around the Bay Area for the great work they do every day.
Here's Will Orr from the Serra football team talking about all of his favorite teachers.
Shout out to Mr. Monet, Miss Talavera, Miss Rosenberg, and Miss Fur. I thank y'all so much. Y'all helped me so much in the ARC. Whenever I need help, I come to y'all. Y'all give me answers. Y'all are brutally honest with me, and that's what I need. I thank y'all so much.
Gillette presents the Precision Player each week. This is a young athlete already making his or her mark in sports.
Gillette is proud to honor Jeremiah Cotton from the James Logan football team. The sophomore running back is averaging 113 yards a game. For the best a fan can get this season, visit Gillette.com/NFL to purchase your Gillette Labs official 49ers licensed razor today.
Coming up, San Leandro battles Bishop O'Dowd with first place on the line.
And a thrilling Sharks Ice High School hockey game with Pioneer and Valley Christian. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, the Bay Area's best high school sports show.
Meet the Johnsons, a young couple looking to start a family. Then there's Larry, the eccentric brother-in-law who likes to hold concerts every day. And he also believes that squirrels are spies. Ready to build an ADU loan on your main home, a second home, or an investment property in California? Get a Home Fast ADU loan with fixed-term financing ranging from $25,000 up to $500,000. Thanks to a Home Fast ADU loan from MaryWest, Larry has his own space. And the Johnsons, well, they have their sanity back.
Every great athlete knows you don't win without a game plan. That goes for math, and that's why Bay Area Tutor for Athletes is here. A high-performance online math tutoring program for middle and high school athletes across the Bay Area. Whether it's algebra, geometry, trigonometry, or calculus, we'll help you level up. Form a Tutor for Athletes squad with up to 5 teammates for small group tutoring, or go one-on-one to sharpen your skills. Stay eligible, stay competitive, win in the classroom and on the field.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
time. Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
First place on the line in the WAC Foothill Division with both Bishop O'Dowd and James Logan coming into the week with 1 league loss.
San Leandro was 1 game behind the league leaders. A Pirates win could mean a 3-way tie for the title. An O'Dowd win would likely mean the Dragons share the title with the Colts. It all gets settled in the final game of the regular season played at Bishop O'Dowd Friday night. Lots of smiles on senior night at Bishop O'Dowd. The Dragons on the board first. Christian Sermonelli Johnson throwing to the corner of the end zone to Ian Garrick. 7-0 Dragons. More Dragons in the second. Lamar Ellis, an outstanding junior running back for the Dragons. Here breaking tackles, making people miss. It's a 17-yard run for Ellis. Later same drive, it's the sophomore Brian Edwards avoiding tacklers and then showing great speed, going 42 yards, and the Dragons are up 14-0. Later in the second quarter now, Sermonelli Johnson rolling out, buying some time, then throwing across his body over the middle to Trevor Erickson, and the senior is in. A 14-yard touchdown play, 21-0 Dragons. San Leandro comes back just before the half as Dare Creighton dives in. 2-point conversion good, it's 21-8. The Dragons use a big dose of Lamar Ellis to start the second. Ellis powering his way in. Early moments of the fourth now as Sermonelli Johnson goes to his fullback. O.C. Leonard in the end zone. The Pirates fighting back late. Martinez to Nathaniel Brown. This led to a Pirates touchdown. And then later on in the fourth, the Pirates score again. It's Martinez to Creighton, a 15-yard touchdown play. But the Dragons get a fourth quarter score as Mateo Tarantino fires into the corner of the end zone. It's Garrick one more time, another touchdown catch, and the Dragons win it, earning a share of the league title with James Logan.
The Valley Christian Warriors getting set to take on Pioneer at Texio Arena Tuesday night. The Warriors take control in the first period. Jonathan Heimlich over to Jacob Quascott, who shoots and scores for the Valley Christian goal. Then a few moments later, Jacob Quascott passes it ahead to Elijah Manluku, and Elijah finds the back of the net. 3-0 Valley Christian Warriors after 1. VC gets a goal in the second to make it 4-0, but Pioneer answers back in the final period as Cortez Clark fires one from long distance to cut the deficit to 3. But it was all Valley Christian in this one as Jacob Quascott gets his second goal of the game right here to give the Warriors a 5-1 lead. Now it's Jonathan Heimlich with the shot and the finish as Valley Christian wins it 8-2. And our Sharks' highest player of the game is Jacob Quascott. Jacob with 2 goals and 2 assists for the victorious Valley Christian Warriors.
Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award each week, leading to $10,000 in scholarships. This is an athlete who does great work in the community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Ella Francis from San Ramon Valley. The junior volunteers at the Nephrotic Syndrome Foundation, helping fundraise money for resources that go to the families affected by the rare kidney disease. Ella is in her 4th year with the foundation and explains why volunteering is so important to her.
Volunteering to me is so important with the stuff I do because I get to see the direct impact I make on patients and families, and just seeing the joy that they get when they don't have a lot of resources, and seeing that people out there actually care about them and are working to find something for them. It just is awesome seeing the joy that it puts on their faces and seeing the direct impact it makes on families.
The San Jose Police Department is looking for top recruits to join their department to keep San Jose the safest big city in America.
So SJPD helps us recognize top recruits in the Bay Area, and this week we recognize King Pitts from Cardinal Newman, the 6'5" sophomore lineman already receiving lots of scholarship offers, including Notre Dame, Florida State, and Arizona. Coming up, to the peninsula we go for Terra Nova and Half Moon Bay.
And the NCS Division II flag football final game. But first, here is this week's learning tip presented by Bay Area Tutoring Association.
Visualize math success. Picture yourself working through problems calmly and correctly, checking your work and finishing on time. Mental reps boost confidence before a quiz or test.
The Skull Game is the annual rivalry game between Terra Nova and Half Moon Bay, also called the Battle of the Bones. It was started 20 years ago.
Half Moon Bay has controlled this series in recent years, but Terra Nova is now having a great season, winning the El Camino League title. The Skull Game with the Tigers and Cougars Thursday night.
Time for the 61st annual Skull Game between Half Moon Bay and Terra Nova. The Cougars on the board right away. Paxton holding over to Luke Pimentel, who turns on the Jets. 47 yards to the promised land. 2-point conversion is good, and it's 8-0 Half Moon Bay Cougars. The Cougs get the ball back later in the quarter, and this time Paxton Holden takes a snap and calls his own number. Paxton racing down the far sideline, and he is G-O-N-E gone! 74 yards to the house. Terra Nova would later get on the board. It's 16-8 Cougars after 1. Half Moon Bay would get a touchdown to make it 22-8. Then it's Luke Pimentel finding the end zone for his second TD of the game. Both teams would later trade touchdowns as the Cougars have a 35-16 lead at halftime. Terra Nova looking to rally back in the second half. Joey Donati fires over the middle to Dylan Wood, who makes the catch, sheds a tackle, and Dylan turns on the Jets. A 51-yard touchdown connection from Donati to Wood as the Tigers pull to within 13. But Half Moon Bay comes right back as Paxton Holden calls his own number again. Paxton sprinting to the far sideline. Paxton will go all the way for another Cougars touchdown. Then in the ensuing kickoff, it's the Cougars special teams making a play as Pimentel forces the fumble and recovers the loose ball to put the Cougars in great field position. And it would lead to this. Paxton Holden over to Maverick Johnson, who launches one deep and right into the hands of Will Wimsett. A razzle-dazzle play for the touchdown as Half Moon Bay wins it 59-28. Paxton Holden with 4 total touchdowns for the Cougars.
The NCS Division II championship game has Acalanes and undefeated Cardinal Newman squaring off at Clayton Valley High School. Both teams trading some interceptions. Then it's Newman's Naomi Hayems going deep, and Nicole DeMarco with a great grab leading to Newman's first score. It's 6-0 Cardinals. The Newman defense aggressive early on. Hannah Maida applying the pressure. Then it's Molly Friedman at midfield coming up with her second interception of the quarter. A total of 3 INTs on the day leading to Newman's second touchdown. Naomi Hayems throws on the run to the back of the end zone, and twin sister Nicole is there. It's 12-0 Cards after 1, and Newman would go on to take the 26-0 lead at halftime. Third quarter, Acalanes looking for its first big play. Inez Coyne, the quick handoff to Isabel Agnost, and Agnost starts down the far sideline and somehow avoids every flagpole, and she is in there. Acalanes is on the board, 26-6 Cardinals. But Newman never takes its foot off the gas, already with 4 passing touchdowns. Naomi Hayems adds a rushing touchdown to her impressive stat line, and the Cardinals stay perfect. The 24-0 season ends with the NCS Division II title, the first D2 championship in section history. Bernardi Zarata is the official injury attorneys for the San Francisco 49ers, and each week, Bernardi Zarata finds people in the high school sports community and highlights their efforts.
This week's Bernardi Zarata hometown hero is Bud Ogden. Bud is a former high school basketball coach at Gilroy High. He played at Santa Clara University in the late 60s and then in the NBA. Bud was on the cover of Sports Illustrated in 1969. A member of the San Jose Sports Hall of Fame, Bud now volunteers his time as an elementary school aide in Gilroy. Bud Ogden, this week's Bernardi Zarata hometown hero. Albany's Construction knows a thing or two about hard work, and that's why they bring us the Dirty Work play each week. This week's play goes to Taiwan Melrose from Hayward High School. Taiwan helping to seal the Farmers' win last week, blocking the punt, then picking up the loose ball and taking it home. Taiwan Melrose doing the dirty work just like our good friends at Albany's Construction.
Coming up, the EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week, the NCS Division I Girls Flag Football title game with San Ramon Valley and Granada, and Los Gatos meets Menlo for the CCS Open Division title.
But first, here's this week's High Five Top 5 with the top 5 quarterbacks with the most passing touchdowns. Brought to you by High Five Restaurant and Catering in San Jose.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zarata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interests. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zarata, because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
This isn't just auto repair, this is EuroClinic, Silicon Valley's destination for European auto care. Located in Santa Clara, we deliver precision maintenance and repair with uncompromising standards. Enjoy flexible drop-offs, concierge updates, towing for exotics, and valet pickup. Your vehicle is backed by a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty while you relax in our modern lounge with espresso and private workspaces. Expect more than a dealer, expect EuroClinic.
For over 65 years, Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Time now for our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week. The game MVP receives these custom headphones courtesy of EuroClinic in Santa Clara, where European auto care meets uncompromising standards. This week, it's the NCS Division I title game.
That's right. Earlier, we saw the 5th-seeded Granada Matadors eliminate top-seeded Los Lomas. On the other side, 6th-seeded San Ramon Valley makes it to the final game, upsetting the 2nd-seed Cal. The final game is our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week. It's San Ramon Valley and Granada, and Aubrey was there.
San Ramon Valley and Granada are the final two teams standing in this Division I NCS bracket. The last time these two teams played each other, it was in the regular season, with Granada taking home the 13-6 victory. Katie Vale earning the East Bay League Offensive MVP award. She comes into the final game of her high school career with nearly 4,200 passing yards and 48 touchdowns. Hania Bose earning first team honors for the Wolves. The junior will play on both sides of the ball, and by the way, she's also a star basketball player, picking up her first offer just last month. Handshakes at the start of our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week. It's go time. First quarter, Granada quarterback Katie Vale rolls to her right and slings it to Marin Lenica right over Marin's shoulder. She hauls it in. It's 7-0 Granada after one. Second quarter, Vale this time taking a stroll to her left, trying to find an open receiver, and this time it's Isabel Dunn, avoiding multiple flagpoles. That's a big pickup for Granada. The Mats driving, but Michaela Janaki is there for the INT, and it remains 7-0 Mats at the half. San Ramon Valley is driving in the third. Gia Ryan throws to Lena Clark, and that is complete for the first down. Same drive, Gia Ryan gets the snap, throws deep. Tatum Prindeville guarded on both sides. She makes the catch, and San Ramon Valley is on the board. The 2-point conversion gives SRV the 8-7 lead. And in the fourth, San Ramon Valley threatening once again. Ryan, the strong throw to her right, and once again, it's Prindeville on the other side. It takes a moment, but the refs signal touchdown, and it's the freshman's second receiving TD of the game. And with time dwindling in the game, SRV comes up with a big defensive stop on fourth down. Jersey Camacho with the flagpole in the backfield. And San Ramon Valley is your 2025 Division I champions. 14-7 the final. The game MVP award goes to a freshman. Here is Tatum Prindeville.
Just wanted to come out with the most energy, just have fun on the field, and just get to play together again. It means so much to us. We all really wanted this really badly, and it's just super, super amazing.
Back to Santa Clara for the CCS Open Division title between Los Gatos and Menlo. How about some LG razzle-dazzle on special teams as Sophie Reese gives it to Chloe Wilson, who pitches it over the Paige Purcell, and you might as well take a page out of this down the far sideline. That's 6 with the point after. 7-0 Wildcats. Back comes Menlo in the first with Ava Allen looking for options, decides to take off, and Ava gets the corner and scores, all knotted up at 7 after 1. Second quarter, Helena Union rolls to her left, goes deep, and finds Kendall Feechmeyer in the back of the end zone. 1 foot down is all you need. That's 6. 13-7 LG at the half. Los Gatos looking to extend its lead in the third quarter. Not so fast. Annika Shaw picks off the pass. A huge play there for the Knights defense. Moments later, Ava Allen running around, looking to turn nothing into something, and that something is a Menlo touchdown. Try after was no good, all tied at 13. Fourth quarter, Menlo driving, it's Allen using her legs. What else is new? Dodges a defender and reaches the ball across the goal line. Touchdown, 2013 Knights. Menlo would put the nail in the coffin with Ava Allen rolling to her right, extending the play, and then fires a laser to Marin Malloy in tight coverage for another Menlo touchdown as the Knights make history, winning the first ever CCS Open Division title in flag football. 27-13 was the final.
The Los Gatos field hockey team is having another outstanding season.
The Wildcats meeting Jake at the Rica Center to talk about it this week.
And here's the field hockey team from Los Gatos High School. Make some noise! Okay, so we're going to start off with Kendall Sutherland. And Kendall, this program had an outstanding season, 14-0, winning league. Tell me, what does this league title mean for you?
I honestly just think it's a direct reflection of how well our practice have been going and like how much work we put in. It's like the outcome is winning league.
Another senior captain, Leah Cleary. Year after year, this program has been successful. What does it mean for you to be part of this tradition of success?
I mean, it's definitely incredible. Like, it's like 33 years. Like, Coach Henry has been here for 33 years, and every year he's always like supporting us for the next year. And yeah, it's a great group of girls. So yeah. Absolutely.
Over the Jisoo Hong. So Jisoo, you guys keep each other in check. How do you guys do that?
Yeah, I think it's off and on the field. We spend a lot of time with each other, and we got to build that chemistry by like communicating and just when we're off the field.
Absolutely, absolutely. And finally making my way over to Kaya McCullough. This team is going to be the 2 seed in the Division I bracket. You guys, year after year, you guys are going to be gunning for that CCS title. What is it going to take for this team to take that extra step further to gunning for that CCS crown?
Honestly, I just think like trusting each other. Everyone knows how much work we put in. Henry always says that like the outcome of the game has already been decided somewhere down the road. So I think that just trusting each other, knowing that everyone's got it, and like trust the work you put in.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Best of luck to you guys the rest of the way. Take us out with a break.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who perform well on the field and in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award. This week, we recognize the Presentation Flag football team. The girls great on the field and in the classroom with a 3.59 GPA.
Coming up, the Bruce Mahoney game as St. Ignatius meets Sacred Heart Cathedral.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Bay Area football poll.
The oldest rivalry west of the Mississippi renewed this week as St. Ignatius takes on Sacred Heart Cathedral for the right to take home the Bruce Mahoney Trophy.
This football game is the second of 5 games to determine the trophy winner for the year. The Wildcats won the volleyball game. The football game played at Kezar Stadium Friday night.
Both teams make their entrance for the 2025 Bruce Mahoney game. St. Ignatius with an opening drive field goal. Then on the next drive, Caden Ashifapor dumps it off to Luke Trebolet. Luke has green grass ahead. A 34-yard catch and run puts the Wildcats up 10-0 after 1. Irish go for it on 4th down deep in SI territory, but Tucker Jones powers his way up the middle and gets home to turn the ball over. Here's the Wildcat drive after. Caden drops back and heaves the ball downfield to wide open Zoo Shelton. Shelton hauls it in. Touchdown SI, 59 yards, 17-0 Wildcats at the half. Legend Williams had a big game for SHC. Here's the 6-foot senior getting the ball, and he just keeps powering forward. He is in on the 9-yard rush to get the Irish on the board. St. Ignatius with no shortage of power running either. Steve Malone comes out of the pile, still on his feet, and it takes 4 defenders to take Malone down after a 25-yard gain. SI going deep in the playbook. Ashifapor to Shelton to Jake Batchelder, who's going to throw to the QB Ashifapor. Caden hauls it in to make it 23-6 Wildcats. SHC finds the end zone late when Elijah Araya crosses the goal line, but it's SI who takes the game in Golden Gate Park to go up 2-0 in the 2025 Bruce Mahoney Series.
The Harker School presents the Scholar Athlete Award each week.
This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Kate Hansen from Sacred Heart Prep. Kate is a great player and carries a sparkling 4.1 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School, last weekend the Harker Conservatory staged its fall play, The Hilarious Whodunit Clue, inspired by the popular board game and ensemble comedy film. The production followed a whimsical cast of dinner party guests as they tried to solve the murder of their mysterious host. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy Play, a play guaranteed to make everyone happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Livermore Cowboys. The Cowboys winning the East Bay Valley League title, their first league title since 1993, and everyone was very happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, brought to you by Lumen Digital.
Encourage your teens to pick a charity and set aside donations for a charitable cause. With your support, teens can donate their time and energy towards a cause in which they believe.
Play of the Week.
We only have time for one play, so here it is. It's McClymonds, Dominic Davis. Dominic breaks a tackle, jukes a defender, and goes all the way for a Mac touchdown. Let's see it in slow-mo now. Dominic Davis from the Mac House. You just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the emotional reunion of a football player and his father. That and so much more next week.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.